Hello everybody and welcome back. A very short, quick Axie Infinity video about the phase 2 of Ronin. I did post earlier, I'll link it up above just in case you want to watch that, about my thoughts of when Ronin was going to come out and the effect that it'll have on the Axie ecosystem and everything like that. What I wasn't expecting was there to be a huge paragraph article about some of the changes and things that they might change within the coming days/weeks that I do want to cover. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. And let's just have a look at the article first. Before we look at the article, I'm going to quickly show you for migrating. This is what it'll look like when you go to migrate them. You want to have your MetaMask unlocked and you'll want to have Ronin unlocked. And you'll click transfer or you'll click migrate to Ronin. It'll open up MetaMask, click sign. It'll then open up Ronin, click sign on that. And then it will do this over here. Mine is stuck at 0%. They have put in the announcement that they are aware a lot of people are stuck at 0%. They will still get migrated over. It might just take a little bit longer compared to other people, but they will still get migrated over. Don't worry about the 0%. Anyway, let's move on to the article that they've put out. Okay, so the article straight up says, great migration, Ronin phase 2 is now live. It is, just showed you. So you can now migrate your Axies over to Ronin. You can now migrate your Axies to Ronin for a smooth breeding, token claiming, and marketplace experience. Basically meaning no gas fees. Deposit ETH, AXS, SLP for use on Ronin here. So there'll be different links to go look at different sections. We're not going to go into all of this. And down here, it's telling you how to migrate them in easy steps. You will need to make sure you have a Ronin wallet. And I will link Ronin wallet as well as this article for you guys to be able to see. And then migrate your Axies to Ronin from the marketplace dashboard. You can do this on desktop only for now. So you need to be on desktop to do that. Then click transfer button and you'll get a message on both Ronin and MetaMask, like I said earlier. SLP and AXS will get upgraded. So deposit those over there. They've been upgraded. Your old tokens will automatically be upgraded when any amount is deposited to Ronin. For example, if you have 200 old AXS, then deposit 100 to Ronin. You will now have 100 upgraded AXS on Ronin and 100 upgraded AXS on Ethereum. So if you hold 200 and you transfer any amount, it will automatically, this is what I'm gathering from this, it'll automatically upgrade the stuff that you've left on Ethereum if you choose to keep it there for whatever your reason is for keeping it there. If you want to keep these tokens, you can upgrade them. So then they tell you how to upgrade them without needing to move any. Keep in mind, simply depositing AXS SLP to Ronin saves you gas as you're upgrading and depositing with one transaction. Confused? Check out the tutorial. So they've got a nice little tutorial. You can do up to 100 free breeds and marketplace actions each day per address. Each seed phrase can hold 20 addresses right now, so each seed phrase can do 2,000 transactions each day. And they want to expand those limits. I'm guessing that's for people who have scholarships. I do not do scholarships. Key changes. This is what we need to be looking at. This is what we're looking at. The breeding fee has been changed from 0.005 ETH to 1 AXS. They'll also rebalance that aspect in the future based on market signals. SLP requirements are still the same right now. They've said that they are monitoring it closely and they may adjust it after they've had some new data. They have also stated that they might start doing adjustments as soon as Tuesday, so less than a week away. They might start to adjust that. The AXS from the breeding will go towards the community treasury. Axies no longer require transactions to grow from juvenile stages. So 5 days after an Axie is bred, you'll click a button to morph your Axie from egg to adult. This means genes will be revealed after 5 days now. So there's none of that in-between stage. So all current larvae are now eggs, all petites are now adults. So we're cutting that out. Japanese Axies can no longer be bred, they are retired. That is a shame. I love those Japanese Axies and all their parts. Absolutely adore them. Old Axie contracts on ETH have been paused. This includes marketplace contract, breeding, morphing. The Axies you had listed for sale have been delisted, so you need to put them up again on the Ronin marketplace. The old Axie tokens are now non-transferable fossils that denote your participation in a golden age of NFT exploration. That's cool. I like that. Less than 50,000 addresses will ever have these tokens serving as a badge of honor. You will now be able to migrate those old Axie tokens to Ronin at any time in the future, but they will stop showing up in-game on May 29th. What's coming? Okay, Fiat Gateway. We're working with a Fiat provider, so you will be able to buy ETH and AXS directly through your Ronin wallet. I think this is great because it allows people who want to get involved in Axie, but maybe not the other sections of the crypto world just yet, or maybe just not at all, they just really like Axie. It will allow them to be able to get involved much easier, much simpler, and yeah, and hopefully it would be a very smooth experience and not as stressful as maybe having to set up numerous things to then get over there, because it can be a little bit daunting for beginners. So I think that's really good. If someone sees Axie Infinity, like, oh, all I need is a Ronin wallet, and that's for Axie, and then they know. They're working on Ronin mobile applications, so those without access to computers can join on Ronin. That is great. That is very important. I hope they get that sorted. Ooh, a Ronin index. You need to be able to buy and sell SLP AXS on Ronin without having to send them to ETH or decentralized exchange. This is one of our top priorities. Okay, cool. Ronin index, I like that. Ronin to Ethereum bridge for Axies. You'll be able to send your Axies back to Ethereum if you like in future. Please note that the old Axie and marketplace contracts have been paused to prevent malicious activity. Decided to launch without this feature for now because we know our community has been hurting with the current system. Okay, that's interesting. Access airdrop. Oh, this is one people have been waiting for. I've heard in Discord everyone mentioning. We haven't forgotten about this airdrop for our supporters. This reward will be sent to your Ronin wallets as we get closer to AXS staking. Can't wait for AXS staking. I will be getting involved with that. We always fulfill our promises. That is true. That is very, very true. There's never been a time where Axie Infinity, or where I have felt Axie Infinity has let us or the community down. I absolutely think they are fantastic. Algorithmic breeding calculations. In future, we, along with governance, perhaps use the amount of AXS and SLP required to breed to make sure that Axie population is growing at a healthy rate. Rate must be fast enough to accommodate new users, but not so fast that owning a real Axie doesn't feel special. The data gathering process for this starts now. Interesting. Expanding the 100 transaction. Okay, so they plan on doing that. We are currently working on a system to allow power users to use more than this allotment of transaction. Okay, so that's cool. I like that. They want to increase that amount, but I still think currently 100 free breeds is probably more than enough right now. When we start getting more and more people onboarding, which is when perhaps more free breeds could be needed. Anyway, I hope you guys are all super excited for this. There was actually a lot to cover here. The main thing is, for me anyway, personally, that for the breeding, instead of it costing ETH, it's now going to cost 1 AXS as a transaction. I'm alright with that, and they're going to be keeping a close look on SLP for breeding, and if they need to increase the amount used for breeding. I'm not sure whether they decrease it. I feel like it might increase if anything else. I don't think the amount of SLP for breeding would go down, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, everybody get over, migrate those Axies. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Goodbye.